Anyway, you kids have fun.
Jason Voorhees. The name alone is enough to send chills down the spine of any horror fan. The machete-wielding killer, who stalked the woods of Camp Crystal Lake, has haunted our nightmares since his debut in the early 1980s. For decades, Jason has been one of the most iconic and enduring figures in slasher history. He doesn't speak. He doesn't run. He simply walks, relentlessly, towards his victims with that cold, expressionless hockey mask. And now, after more than a decade in cinematic limbo, Jason Voorhees is officially back. It's been over 16 years since we last saw Jason on screen in the 2009 Friday the 13th reboot by Platinum Dunes. That film was divisive, but kept the essence of Jason alive. However, since then, the franchise has been entangled in a messy legal battle over rights that kept the character and the series on ice, pun intended. But now, everything is changing. The rights issues have been resolved, and the newly announced Jason universe is breathing life back into the franchise, starting with a blood-soaked short film called Sweet Revenge. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Let's break down everything you need to know about Jason Voorhees' long-awaited return, what Sweet Revenge is, how it fits into the broader plans for the franchise, and what it could mean for the future of the Friday the 13th legacy. Who is Jason Voorhees? For those unfamiliar or in need of a quick refresher, Jason Voorhees is the central figure of the Friday the 13th series. He first appeared in the original 1980 film. Although he wasn't the killer, that honor belonged to his mother, Pamela Voorhees. Jason, a deformed boy who supposedly drowned at Camp Crystal Lake due to negligent counselors, only appeared at the end in a dream sequence. But from Part 2 onward, Jason became the franchise's main antagonist, donning his signature hockey mask in Part 3 and transforming into an unstoppable killing machine across various sequels. Jason is known for his brutal kills, supernatural resilience, and silent, stalking presence. He embodies the fear of the woods, the consequences of sin, and the inescapable dread of death. Whether he's stalking teens through cabins or emerging from lakes, Jason is horror royalty. What is Sweet Revenge? Sweet Revenge is a brand new short-form vignette that marks the official return of Jason Voorhees to the screen. It's not a feature-length movie, but a 13-minute short film created as the centerpiece of the Friday the 13th 45th anniversary campaign. Directed by Mike P. Nelson, best known for his work on Wrong Turn and the upcoming Silent Night, Deadly Night reboot, Sweet Revenge promises to deliver everything fans love about the series in a compact, blood-soaked package. The short is being presented by Angry Orchard Hard Cider in partnership with Horror Incorporated and is part of the new Jason Universe initiative, which aims to expand the franchise across multiple platforms. It will premiere on August 13, 2025, on the official Jason Universe YouTube channel as well as Angry Orchard's website.
What happened?
What happens in Sweet Revenge? While the full plot is being kept under wraps until release, here's what we know based on the teaser shown at San Diego Comic-Con 2025 and statements from the creators. Sweet Revenge drops viewers into a classic Friday the 13th setting, a chilling weekend in the woods filled with blood-soaked surprises only Jason can deliver. Mike P. Nelson described the short as a comforting, gory hug, aiming to recapture the feeling audiences had when they first watched a Friday the 13th movie. He wants the short to honor the legacy of the series while introducing new stylistic touches for modern fans. Expect all the hallmarks of a great Jason story: isolated woods, unsuspecting victims, and inventive, brutal kills. The teaser reveals that the short will be fast-paced, atmospheric, and nostalgic while pushing the visual quality to new heights. Practical effects and blood-soaked visuals dominate, with a prototype hockey mask designed by Greg Nicotero of The Walking Dead fame making its debut.
Past.
What kind of trouble?
Oh, you know, the usual stuff.
Why is Sweet Revenge important? This isn't just a random short film thrown together for fan service. Sweet Revenge is strategically crafted as a launchpad for the Jason universe, a new era for the Friday the 13th franchise. After years of silence, it's the first on-screen appearance of Jason Voorhees in more than 16 years, and it's meant to signal the franchise's rebirth. Franchise owner Horror Incorporated and its executives, including Rob and Robbie Barsamian, are going all in. According to them, this is just the beginning. They're planning more projects, films, games, immersive experiences, theme park attractions, and merchandise to expand Jason's reach. There's even going to be a Jason Voorhees haunted house at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, where fans can relive some of his most gruesome kills.
Story. Revenge.
How does Sweet Revenge connect to Crystal Lake? Running parallel to Sweet Revenge is the highly anticipated Crystal Lake series, a prequel TV show produced by A24 and set to premiere on Peacock. The series, which just started filming this summer, stars Linda Cardellini as Pamela Voorhees and is being showrun by Brad Caleb Kane. The show will explore Jason's childhood, his relationship with his mother, and the dark history of Camp Crystal Lake long before he became the hockey-masked killer. During the SDCC panel, Kane appeared in a pre-recorded message from the Crystal Lake set and confirmed the team is using practical effects, focusing on character-driven horror, and building the world of the original film in new ways. The footage shown gave glimpses of the town, the camp, and the eerie atmosphere, but didn't reveal Jason or Pamela just yet. Together, Sweet Revenge and Crystal Lake represent two ends of the same franchise spectrum, one honoring the slasher roots, the other expanding the lore. What's next for Jason? The SDCC panel revealed that Sweet Revenge is only the beginning. According to Robbie Barsamian, a new Friday the 13th movie is in development, though no release window has been confirmed. There's also a video game in the works, which could build on the legacy of the now discontinued Friday the 13th, the game or head in a completely new direction. In the meantime, Sweet Revenge serves as a satisfying and symbolic return for the franchise. It's short, stylish, and deeply nostalgic, and more importantly, it signals that the creative minds behind the Jason universe are listening to fans and trying to build something respectful and lasting. Our nerdy thoughts. Jason Voorhees has always been more than just a slasher villain. He's a symbol of fear, revenge, and the terrifying power of silence. For many fans, Friday the 13th isn't just a movie, it's a rite of passage, a nostalgic trip to the woods, a blood-spattered campfire story that never stops being scary. Sweet Revenge might only be 13 minutes long, but its impact is massive. After 16 years of legal disputes and silence, Jason is finally back, and he's as brutal as ever. This short film is the perfect appetizer for what's shaping up to be a full-course resurrection of the franchise. Whether you're a die-hard fan who grew up sneaking peeks at VHS tapes, or someone new to the mythos of Camp Crystal Lake, there's never been a better time to dive into the world of Jason Voorhees. With Sweet Revenge, Crystal Lake, and more on the horizon, the future is looking terrifying, in the best possible way. So sharpen your machetes, lock your cabin doors, and mark your calendars for August 13th. Jason Voorhees is back, and this time, he's not going anywhere.
Have fun.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.